Icarus, developed by RocketWerkz and released on December 3, 2021, is a challenging survival game that demands skill and determination. Here are the key features you need to know: timed missions, harsh environments, intricate crafting, and intense multiplayer experiences. From the moment you set foot on this hostile planet, survival becomes a relentless challenge. You'll immediately sense the tension of a ticking clock, the looming storms, and the constant pressure of an environment set against you. But somehow, in the chaos, Icarus manages to pull you in with a mix of exhilarating gameplay and sheer terror. The core gameplay revolves around timed missions on a deadly terraformed planet. It's like space survival combined with a harsh pioneer experience, where oxygen levels are always dropping and bears are a constant threat. Icarus isn't about comfort. It's about resourcefulness and grit. The game constantly pressures you to find shelter, forage for food, or craft tools, all while facing a planet determined to end your journey. The world itself, though far from a cozy adventure, is strikingly designed. Visually, Icarus captures that alien wilderness vibe in a way that almost dares you to take a moment and admire it. If you do, though, you might just get mauled by a wolf. Lush forests, sweeping mountain ranges, and diverse biomes are all beautifully crafted, offering a breathtaking yet perilous environment. It's a place that can mesmerize and terrify in equal measure. Sure, you can play Icarus solo, but the real magic? It's in multiplayer. Grab your friends, split tasks, and suddenly the relentless grind becomes a survival story. Every player matters. Imagine it. One teammate down, a storm rolling in, and time running out. The stakes have never been higher. Icarus keeps you on your toes with moments like these. Bringing a team makes the game's punishing nature feel less like a relentless struggle and more like a story of survival, where every role counts. The camaraderie that comes from struggling through storms with friends, calling for help during a bear attack, or racing to meet an extraction deadline makes the experience unforgettable. It's hectic, it's unforgiving, but it's also thrilling in a way only games like Icarus can be. The mission structure gives players a clear goal: drop down, gather materials, complete objectives, and get out before the clock hits zero. Sounds simple? Think again. The challenges escalate quickly, and every second counts. But in execution, it's an exercise in balancing your needs versus the game's ever-escalating challenges. Need more time to gather that precious resource? The brewing storm on the horizon may say otherwise, threatening to freeze you if you're caught outside. This element of urgency isn't for everyone, but for those who thrive on stress and stakes, it's one of Icarus's greatest strengths. One of the most exciting parts of Icarus is its crafting system. Icarus doesn't make survival easy, but it gives you an extensive set of tools to help. At first, crafting seems simple: basic tools, shelters, fire. But soon, it becomes a complex dance of gathering, building, and surviving as you craft more advanced items to stay ahead of the dangers. Constructing a sturdy cabin to fend off the cold, or crafting a crossbow for hunting wildlife, feels incredibly rewarding, especially with the depth provided by the variety of materials and structural integrity systems in the base building mechanics. That said, the pace of crafting can be relentless, especially when the clock is ticking, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of things you need to gather and make just to stay alive. The AI delivers a mixed experience. While it has improved since launch, wildlife behavior can still be inconsistent, with some animals being overly aggressive or behaving oddly. Fortunately, recent updates have addressed many of these issues. The wildlife, bears, wolves, even the deer, can sometimes feel both too aggressive and frustratingly glitchy. There's nothing quite like dying to a bear that has somehow managed to phase through your carefully built barricade, or losing precious minutes of your mission due to an inexplicable AI quirk. It's those moments when the immersion breaks that remind you of Icarus's occasionally unpolished edges. These bugs aren't deal breakers, but they can dampen the otherwise intense atmosphere the game works so hard to build. That said, there's a solid thrill to Icarus that's hard to replicate. Picture this: running through the forest, crafting a shelter at the last second as a storm rolls in, or taking down a bear with just a basic bow. These moments keep you on your toes, and that rush is what makes Icarus so engaging. Each prospect, the game's missions, feels like a story in itself, sometimes triumphant, often disastrous, but always memorable. From narrowly escaping a storm to losing everything to a last-minute miscalculation, These moments make each mission unique and worth retelling. It's these personal experiences that make Icarus more than just another survival game. It's a survival saga. For a game that's all about managing time and resources, there are moments when Icarus might feel too punishing. The difficulty curve can feel overwhelming, especially during the initial stages. Icarus isn't here to be kind. It's here to challenge you every step of the way. However, as you learn the systems, get more familiar with the environment, and start to manage the chaos effectively, there's a sense of accomplishment that's second to none. Overcoming that initial learning period feels like a true survival triumph. Unlocking talents that persist between missions, such as increased stamina or better crafting efficiency, makes your character progressively stronger and helps ease the learning curve. The game's greatest strength lies in its ability to constantly keep you on edge. It's a sandbox with teeth, a place where your survival is never guaranteed. It's not for players who want a relaxed crafting or base building experience. It's for those who want to feel the crunch of limited oxygen and the anxiety of a coming storm. Every mission is a gamble, and every reward carries its own risks. And when you finally make it back to the dropship, the satisfaction of a job well done is incredibly real. Icarus has its moments of frustration, no question about it. However, the game has seen significant improvements since launch, with frequent updates that fix technical issues and add new content, showing the developers' commitment to continually enhancing the experience. But it's also a game that gives back exactly what you put into it. For those who are willing to invest the time, willing to work through the sometimes grueling gameplay loop, there's a richly rewarding survival experience waiting to be had. The satisfaction of success, especially after multiple setbacks, keeps you coming back, even when you think you've had enough. Overall, Icarus delivers an intense and unforgiving experience, balanced by a rewarding sense of accomplishment. We give Icarus an 8 out of 10. It's far from perfect, but if you're seeking a brutal, rewarding survival challenge, this is the game that will keep you coming back for more. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest takes on the latest games. We cover survival, strategy, and everything in between. Don't miss out. Let us know in the comments your most intense moment in Icarus. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.